Hey guys, I'm back. And so this is the ATX power supply that I created, and I use as my lab bench power supply. A lot of people have done this, and I think it's pretty cool. Like I just made it and I like it. I've been using these for a while, but I would generally just clip off one of the wires at the desired voltage that I need, and then do it directly to there. But this time I actually went a little bit further because it would be easier for me to use. That's upside down, but I think this thing said it had like a max power or output of like can we read upside down? I think it was like 105 watts. So it's pretty good. I mean, I had a bigger one, but I actually put the switches in on the side, and like, the fifth time I'm taking it apart to add another switch or change something around or add one of these screens, I put it back together, and something shorted out drastically, royally. And I mean, I plugged it in and it like arced all over the place. And it blew this, I think it's a protection diode, a backflow diode. Blew it right out. As you can see, it was a pretty violent operation. But so that one got banished to the trash can. Didn't bother fixing it. I got a couple of them. That one was like, it was like a 250 watt one, but this one, like I said, it's like 105 watts. So basically, these are the switches for the positive rail. That's power. So this is just a green wire connected to the black wire. I flip that on. When there's a connection, it comes on. This is the 3 volt. Oh, what did I do there? Sorry, guys. Huh, that's why. Alright, that was on the negative 12. But right now I got this, it's like one of those, I don't know how you say it, thermal coolers. It's, it gets cold on one side and hot on the other. And you generally use them for PCUs and stuff. I tried making a cooled cup holder for my car, my Chevy Cruze. And there wasn't enough space between the floorboard and the cup holder to add this thing in a big enough fan. This thing actually won't cool it fast enough. This one would barely cool it fast enough to, get it to freeze. But where's the one that was really good? It was huge. See, I got too much crap laying around here. Oh yeah, here, right here. So this thing is massive, and you could get rid of a lot of heat through it. This one, it would actually get to below 14 degrees Fahrenheit on this side. And they say that these ones have a temperature differential, can do a temperature differential of up to 66 degrees science, but you have to remove the heat fast enough so that the other side of it, can stay cool enough to where this side gets colder than room temperature. But that's not the point here. So this thing, we got it from China. This little screen here gives you your volts and your amps, which is super awesome. Like I said, here's the power switch. This is the 3 volt switch, so we flip it on, and there we go, 3 volts, 3.3 volts should go up to, and it gives you your current flowing out of it right there. And then this one is the 5 volt rail, and this one is the 12 volt rail, and you can hear it starting up. Now I'll get the thermal camera out. But this one, you can do negative 12, but only half an amp. So like if I flip this on, it draws too much power and it shuts it off, so you gotta flip it off and flip it back on. But if you have a lighter load, you can do a 24 volt. So yeah, here, I was going to show you this. We got our thermal camera on, and as you can see, this thing's pretty hot. Yep, there's the top of it. So if it's on, if we flip it to 12. All right, I'm going to go here. As you can see, it gets very cold. What does it get down to? It's dropping, 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 dropping. And yeah, these things are pretty neat to play around with. But this is the bench power supply that I'm using right now. Pretty cool. and it's just got, I just put these banana plugs in. Oh yeah, and I 3D printed this enclosure. Like the case was actually made where it had this right angle like cut out, and there's nothing there. And so I just clipped off a 3.385 and a 12, and the -12, and I just ran it over into here, and then ran these different switches to the posts, and I got my meter and everything on there. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. I like it. So thanks for watching. If you like these videos, please subscribe. Yeah.